Welcome to 108 Gate, where we're looking at the current energies and reading them, seeing what we can bring into conscious awareness from the subconscious. That's what it feels like is happening in this particular reading. It's quite an interesting vibe, and I do feel this picture, another one by M.C. Escher. The last one was a Dali, and I said Escher when I shouldn't have. This is Escher. So the last one was with the tigers was a Dali, Salvador Dali, and that's why in the title I put Dali, not Escher. So apologies for that. This energy here is coming in as simultaneous. Fabulous. Right, so you saw the card fall out as I was about to say simultaneous. So cooperation, take the hand, offered or ask. It feels like you can see the steps going up and down, up and down. There's people here, there's people there, there's a couple there going that way. There's different people doing different things. It's happening simultaneously. He's coming down the stairs. He's going possibly up the stairs. He's looking down the stairs, but it's all the perceptions. It's different perceptions, different perspectives simultaneously. And it feels like a very, very multi-dimensional vibe, a very multi-dimensional... Okay, so communication's upside down. Communication, listen and speak with greater care, but it's upside down. So, no different to the other direction of the other cards, so I don't know why that's come upside down. I do check them beforehand, as I say every time. Okay, another one's jumping out. They're really, really jumpy. Okay. Cooperation, communication upside down. It says listen and speak with greater care. It's kind of giving the vibe of the opposite. If you're being overcautious when you're communicating, if you're being over polite, I don't mean to go out and be rude. What I mean is, it says take the hand offered or ask. Or if you're not asking for what you need, you don't ask for what you want because you feel like you're impending on someone, you're impeding on someone, you're hindering someone, or you're being a burden to someone. If you're not asking for those reasons, the communication upside down is for me feeling like the energy of you need to start asking more for what you want, start asking more for what you need, which is interesting because I'm going to bring this up closer. If you look really closely at this picture, you've got people going in all directions. The steps are going up and down and winding round and whatever, literally in different directions. So everything seems a bit off norm, if that makes sense. Or the norm has to change for you to better get a grasp of what is possible, what is applicable, what is relevant, and what's available. It's like contortion of self in a good way. I don't know why I said that in that voice, but in a good way. Is the not asking for things. If you ask for something, what's the worst that can happen? You might actually get the good thing that you want. If you don't ask for it, you can be 100% sure you won't get it. Desire, be certain of where you place your passion. Are you putting your passion in an area that's saying it's not good enough, it's not important enough for me to actually make that commitment and ask for it? Is my desire so undervalued by self that I haven't taken the commitment to find out what I can do for my desires to come true, come to fruition? This is a really great energy. I don't know what I've been reading this morning. I'm going to be truthful and transparent with you. I've been reading stuff about hypnotherapy, counselling, because that's the course I'm doing. But I'm also looking specifically into today hypnotherapy regarding fears and phobias, and how, for example, going to the dentist, exploring that energy of like, what is it about being at the dentist or going to the dentist? It's just an example of what I was looking at this morning. Therefore, something along those lines I've read this morning. I can't quite pinpoint it right now. There you go. But it's relevant somewhere. It may be relevant in all those different places in different ways, or some of the different places in different ways. Forget me not, remembrance. I just forgot. I've already forgotten what I read this morning. I know it's there, and I can feel the essence of what I read and what is shifted and changed in my consciousness, in my mind, in my approach to a certain particular script. But this here, memories are the past, and the past hold the key. Where are your phobias? Where are your fears? Why are you not asking for what you want? You may have been shut down at some point. You may have been ridiculed for asking for something in particular. Who do you think you are asking for that? You may have been told, like, don't go above your station, don't go out of your lines, don't do this, don't do that. Basically, there was something of value. It feels like you need to start asking for it again. Reconnecting was another part of it before. Now it's a matter of you've reconnected, you're getting your desire pumping again. Get that next bit of courage and go for it. Ask for it. What's the worst that can happen? You don't get it. What's the best that can happen? You get it. You get it. You get it. Victory. So we are going to now get a masculine card to support this energy, which is excellent. Emperor. We're going to get a feminine card now. I feel like I don't want to push this out of this context. It feels like it needs that energy of contemplation, that energy of being fluid, the energy of allowing things to brew and come up as they need to, naturally, organically. So I think I said it at the beginning about the consciousness and the subconsciousness. This is the consciousness with the subconsciousness as well. The subconsciousness fueling the consciousness tugging and pulling on the subconsciousness, being underlined by the subconscious, unknowingly, the Tower. Some things have got to come down, and the Emperor is going to direct this. I am absolutely digging this energy. Highly recommend, just from the energy, that you watch this again. And I had a tuning fork session this morning with another practitioner. I had a tuning fork session, and we literally went for it with the tuning forks. I really do want to do those tuning fork readings, a whole different playlist with different words, different energies, and tuning forks. Those of you on the channels before, you know what that was like. It's intense, it is, and that's why I'm not going to have it in the readings, but I can have a separate playlist with them on. Woo! The Tower, bringing it down. Feminine emotions, Queen. Oh, well. Just feel grounded in your value, and then amplify it, increase it, multiply it, triple it, quadruple it, whatever you want to do. Just make sure the goodness of it is increased. Increase your connection with your higher good. Increase your evaluation of yourself. Increase what you're allowing yourself to receive. Increase your commitment to self. Increase the longevity of beautiful moments. Increase the longevity of something going in the correct direction. Cutting off those thoughts of what if it doesn't work out. Doesn't matter. It won't if you keep saying it won't. Right now it's very, very sensitive in your consciousness. Your consciousness is really, really a powerful tool within you, of you, as of you. And maybe this is why I'm talking about the hypnotherapy and that today, right now, because it's really not a valued, in my opinion, it's not a valued field because of a lot of the crappy hypnotherapy, like the stage hypnotherapy that just gives it all a bad name. I even took a long time to warm to it, but I have committed to it. I have committed to studying it. I have committed to getting a certification in it, and I'm very, very close to being there. It took that different practice to just invest in it, to do it, and to go for it. I'm worth learning more about this. I'm worth that commitment to bettering my consciousness, bettering my subconsciousness, improving how I connect with my consciousness and subconsciousness, having more and more different tools, having more aspects of delving in, having more ways of letting it flow, or letting it clear, or letting it detox, or that felt like a very strange way of saying detox. Detox. It's like a word, oregano or oregano. I don't know which one's the correct one. I know, having lived in North America for a while, I don't remember which one's the correct one. To me, they're both correct, but I always say one more than the other. Oregano or oregano, I don't know. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Who knows? You still know what I'm talking about, right? Bringing an end to some things. Does it matter? Does the person know exactly what I'm saying when I'm saying it? Or am I not saying it, therefore they don't even have the opportunity to have that conversation. They don't have the opportunity to understand what's being said. Talk, communicate, let your desires and that be expressed. Find a way of expressing it. Are you expressing it with your heart? Who are you expressing it to? Are you not expressing it because in the past your desires were shot down as silly ideas, or like a fleeting kind of whatever desire that you can't have? How are you going to achieve that? Let it go and just stick to this. Enjoy this ride. Enjoy this process. This is powerful. Emperor. The masculine energy, doing certain things, the action of communication, the action of committing to self, bringing the lack of commitment to self to an end, the silence and you not communicating about your desire, bringing that to an end. Allow the tower to fall where you've built something emotionally, therefore not allowing you to talk. Let that fall down, let that be crumbled, and allow your value of self to come in your emotions, feeling the value of your well-being, feeling the value of you speaking truthfully to yourself, feeling the higher value of you being passionate about what you're doing. Simultaneously, this impacts other people's lives. Maybe other people didn't want you to be improving yourself because it impacts their lives, that they feel like you're taking something from them. You may not be taking something physically or tangibly from them, but you not paying attention to them and paying more attention to what your desire is may be what they don't want taken away from them. You may be the thing of value that they don't want having taken from them. Therefore, shut it down. You can no longer allow it to be shut down. You've got to ramp it up. You've got to find that point of desire, that point of cooperating with the correct people. Forget me not. Remembering, what did you enjoy? Remembering, why was that joy cut off? Why was that joy depleted? Why was that joy ruined? Every time you did something and it was going great, someone or something comes in and knocks it down. Get that power back. Get that momentum back. You got this. Enjoy. For now, peace and love.